I'm 74 years old. In the time remaining for me, I want to make it meaningful. My name is Bryan. As you can tell by looking at me, I've been around for a while, and I've had several stages of a career that are all building toward something that feels truer for me with each iteration. Newfield is the next step in that. I started out life as an architect and had a outwardly successful career and got to my early 50s where I was a firm leader and had a series of experiences where it became clear this wasn't who I was any longer, if it ever had been. And it was unsettling to discover that at that stage in one's career. But I did some personal work to explore what all this meant and slowly came to the conclusion that I need to make change, big change. So in my late 50s, I became a grad student again and earned a master's in a field called organizational design. There began about 15 years of working still in the orbit of architects, but helping their design teams have better conversations. I've tried really hard to have an impact over those 15 years, and oftentimes I had a sense that we fell short, and eventually it just became unfulfilling. And I began to formulate a theory that transformation is a person-by-person process. You start with the person. So for me, I thought if I'm going to do individual work, I am going to look for the best training I can get and fully immerse myself. So I committed to another round of adult learning and asked around a little bit, and Newfield kept coming up in ontological coaching. So I dug a little bit deeper, and I thought, well, this is a really substantial program, and once again, I'm going to invest in myself and move in the direction that feels purposeful and like maybe I was meant to do this. Entering the program, I had a set of expectations. I expected a set of tools and frameworks, and I got all of that. I didn't expect the depth of connection, sharing, emotions. So I got the tools. Everything else was like, wow. So everything that's been happening since I signed up has been an affirmation that this was a great decision. That this is a rigorous program. There's a lot of working parts, and one can sort of step back and see the beauty of the design of the program. I'm not done. There's so much more to learn. And especially in these times, there's so much more that we could and should be doing to birth the future we want. And I get to do it with kindred spirits. What better thing could there be to do in your life than to help each other on our journeys to wherever that takes us?